Good afternoon, Bryan College Station. Welcome to the Beliucci Hour lunch. Live on Sports Radio 1150 The Zone, 102.7 FM. We are here at the Tap on Harvey Road. I'm your host, Ryan Broninger. Final segment on a Thursday. Send you guys into the weekend. Ryan Broninger, Owen Buchanan, Beliucci Hour lunch. Live from here at the Tap on Harvey Road. We are going through the Aggie schedule. Last segment and kind of getting Olin's thoughts and reports on their opponents and kind of how Olin thinks the A&M schedule, the opponents on A&M schedule will finish their season. We are down to the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, I projected Auburn to go 9-3, and you know, to me, it's not. That's a team that, you know, 9-3 is not a bad year. And some would look at that and think maybe I'm underselling them.
Yeah, I think Auburn thinks they'll be better than that.
They do, but they open up with Washington. That's a game that they could lose.
That's in Atlanta, though, isn't it?
It is, but Washington's a good team. They close with Alabama. They also have to play at Georgia. They get A&M at home, which is a bad thing because the visitor always wins that that series. Yeah. You know, and then there's you mix in an LSU and at Mississippi State. So I'd project them at 9-3, but that's a team because their schedule's so challenging and because there's a few questions. They're rebuilding the offensive line. They've got Auburn always has a good running back, but is he going to be as good as Kerryon Johnson? I doubt it. Yeah. And they talk about how good the defense is going to be, and it probably is. But they lost some pretty good guys off that defense too. So I think Jarrett Stidham will be better than he was last year and a lot more productive because they're going to ask him to be. So, Auburn's going to be a good team, but I really believe they could go anywhere from 9-3 and with any, with a couple of bad breaks there, 7-5 is very realistic.
I mean, how many teams in this conference could you say that about? They're a 7-5 or 8-4 team with a couple of good breaks. They're 9-3.
Well, I think maybe a couple. Because I'm not going to say that about LSU.
No. But Mississippi State, Auburn, I would put A&M in that breath.
Yes, those three.
I would even maybe some teams in the East, South Carolina.
Well, South Carolina, I said 9-3. I thought they'd go. Florida's the team that I think. I'm not buying like Missouri, but Florida's the team that I think could be could surprise you and have a better year than maybe the projected.
Ole Miss. Who just unveiled the worst mascot of all time. Did you see that?
I saw that.
It's a land shark.
And they don't even play good defense anymore.
Well, why does a land shark have gills?
I guess I hadn't thought about that. That's a good point.
Yeah. The Rebel football team, what do you think?
Well, I think that – don't they play Texas Tech early?
Yeah, open with Tech.
And see, they're Texas Tech. They're Texas Tech of the SEC. They're going to have a really good offense. I like the quarterback, Tamu. They have excellent receivers. Their offensive line should be really good. I think about 4 starters back with Greg Little anchoring it. But I don't see them stopping anybody. They're going to have to score 35 points a game to win.
You just can't do that in this conference.
That defense wasn't very good last year, and you took Braylon Speaks, who I think was like a second or third pick of the Kansas City Chiefs, and Marcus Haynes off that team. I just don't think they're going to be able to win unless they score 35 points a game.
Well, they've got the weapons to do that. I mean, the outside, A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf.
Well, they put it this way. They could score 35 and still lose by 2 touchdowns.
Very true. Final one, Olin, before we close the show, the LSU Tigers.
LSU I project them to be about 7-5. They might get up to 8-4, but when I look at LSU.
That's an awful schedule. Awfully tough.
It's tough.
Yeah, awfully tough. Yeah.
I think they're going to be really good on defense. They got Aranda. They got the white kid at linebacker.
He may be the best player in the conference.
They're really excited about the kid from Texas Tech, the defensive lineman that transferred there.
Oh, Fehoko, yeah.
They feel like their defensive line is going to be very good. They got Greedy Williams at corner. Defensively, LSU is going to be what you've come to expect from LSU. Rebuilding the offensive line. They don't have a running back.
They just had 2 quarterbacks transfer.
They had 2 quarterbacks. Well, that's because Joe Burrow is going to win that job. A guy that's never really played college football. He's always been a career backup. They say he's supposed to be special.
Can you do your Ed Orgeron?
Joe Burrow. And he goes, hey, I'm going to go out. Yeah, they lose DJ Chark, who is a a very productive receiver. They don't have any proven receivers. They don't have when was the last time you could look at LSU and say, you don't just know they have a good running back. So I think offensively, their game against Ole Miss could be really interesting because one of them can score and can't stop anybody, and the other one can stop anybody and can't score.
When do they get Ole Miss early? They've got a stretch of games that it's going to be. I mean, you could see them going over in that stretch. You have it right here.
Well, if I put my glasses on, I can probably find them. LSU, I got it right here. Let's see. Their schedule. Of course, they're going to open against Miami, and that could be
tough,
a loss.
Yeah.
Their third game against Auburn, then they play Louisiana Tech. But after that Louisiana
Tech,
there's
that run right there.
Ole Miss at Florida, Georgia, Mississippi State, Alabama. So
that's wild.
I could see them losing to Miami.
They get three of that. They go with most of those at home in Baton Rouge. That may help, but in terms of talent, they're going to be on equal footing or below on all those games.
I can see them losing to Miami. I can see them losing to Auburn. I can see them maybe losing to Florida. That's on the road. Georgia, Mississippi State, Alabama, and quite frankly, this is the year. This has to be the year that A&M ends that streak against LSU.
OB, thanks for filling in today, man. I enjoyed it. Good stuff. We will see you guys on Tuesday as that countdown to kickoff clock rolls on. Beliucci Hour lunch. Louie is on the other side.